What's up, homies? This is Jokesta back at you with a brand new video, and today we will discuss the top 10 weapons in Call of Duty Mobile Season 3 Rush. Now, a quick shout out to Signo and his team for providing the best gunsmith and the most accurate top 10 list by far. And so let's get right into it. Starting off with the top number 10, we have the SKS or the XPR. This was kind of listed in the top 3 in the past probably 4 to 5 seasons, I guess, but now it has dropped down the list to top 10. And if we were to make a separate video, just, you know, marksman rifles and the sniper rifles, the SKS or the XPR would be at the top of that list. Now, these aren't bad weapons, but since everything's kind of mixed up, we have it just coming up at top 10. And these are the builds for the SKS and the XPR. Moving up to top number 9 on this list is the chopper. Now, this is a great weapon for hardpoint domination. I rarely ever see anyone use it in search and destroy because it's just like, it's a hard weapon to get used to. But it's a very deadly weapon and it takes time to master it. Here's the build for the chopper. There's not much to be said about this thing. So we're going to go ahead and move on to top number 8, and it is the Fennec. Well, you know, Fennec recently came out with a legendary weapon and everyone thought it's going to receive a buff, but even I thought it was going to be the meta, you know, but unfortunately it's not the case. Fennec is still pretty OP, but not as OP as we would like it to be. So it's only good for mid-range and close range. So I recommend just using this for close range maps and having it in one of your loadouts. Here's the build for it. Again, I don't know. I think Fennec is in a good place right now. It doesn't need to be even more powerful. It's perfect right now. So yeah, again, this is a build for it. You guys definitely need to try it out. Moving up to top number 7 on the list is the M13, which is kind of like the Fennec older brother in my opinion. It's been up there for a long time. It's still a great weapon to play with. There's not much to be said about it besides that it's a solid weapon to rank up with. But here's the build for it. And we're going to go ahead and move on to top number 6 on this list is the LK24 and the KN44. They're both pretty strong weapons, better than the M13 in my honest opinion. So if you want something good for, you know, maybe for passive playstyle, then this is your go-to. I highly recommend trying out the KN44 since it's great to play with in this new season. Also, the new battle pass skin for the KN44 has amazing sights. So as well, check out my previous video about the KN44. I made a video just dedicated to that battle pass skin. It's very good. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to top number 5 on this list is the QQ9. The QQ9 got a huge buff and it's really good for this season. I would say it's solid where it's at. It seemed like the reason why they did this was because of the mythic, but you know, as you guys saw my video, you guys can see that there's barely any aim shake while using this mythic QQ9. So my theories are that every time Call of Duty drops a mythic weapon, that weapon gets a buff a few weeks earlier. And this is my build for the QQ9. I've always been, you know, really happy with it. This is an updated build, by the way, from Signo's team, so give it a try, see what you guys think. Moving up to the top number 4 is the Holger. I'm not really surprised by that, to be honest. It's a solid weapon, but it's just, you know, even the mythic Holger was around for a while in the shop and still pretty OP. So this is the build for the Holger. And before we guys move on to top number 3, I wanted to say that check out the S60 finger sleeves. These sleeves are made out of carbon fiber and they last a long time. They are a must-have. A lot of people always leave reviews on our site. They always talk about how they change their gaming experience. So why not try to get your first pair and see for yourself? Moving on to top number 3 is none other than the Kilo. Yes, homies, I was surprised as well that the Kilo is still up there and it's pretty strong. And I'm thinking about there might be an upcoming legendary or something, you know, I don't know. That's probably why. But if you like the Kilo, this is your chance to use it in your game. So here's the build for it. And we're going to go ahead and move on to top number 2 on this list is the CBR. And yes, this is still the strongest SMG in the game. And I'm guessing it will be there for a while. There's not much of a change, so don't just remove it from your loadout just yet. It's not going anywhere soon. So here's the build for the CBR. You know what? I'm not surprised about the CBR. I'm still seeing it a lot in ranked matches. So anyways, moving on to the final one is the Krig 6. This is still surprising. I thought COD Mobile will like nerf it, but in this update they said, nah, we're gonna keep it the way it is. We're gonna let everyone annoy each other with this gun. Even I started using the Krig 6 because it's just, you know, such an easy weapon to use. There's barely any recoil. There's just damage is perfect. Its ADS is perfect. It's all you need, really. And it has a ton of bullets. So thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in another one. Peace out.